Right, very good morning. Now, I've just watched Paul Ditchburn of the Toon Review and his video saying about fans to lay off Eddie Howe. And Paul mentioned in his video the fact that we are 4 points off top 5 in the table, the Premier League. So here's the thing, right? I've said this quite a few times. I've even sung songs about this. Harvey, Alexander, Anthony, Sean, Miguel, Sandro, Jacob, all of these players, Fabian Shaw as well, because obviously he scores goals as well. Now, if all of these players, who play for our club, if they can get on the score sheet, I forgot one. Callum Wilson, he's injured at the moment. We know he can score goals, But if all of those players, right, can score on their own 10 goals each, Harvey at the moment is in the lead with Alexander, and Anthony is pretty close. Now, all those different players I've just mentioned, who Eddie Howe chooses to play in the game on any given match, if they can score 2 goals a game, what happens is we climb the Premier League. Now, I know this much, right? As I've sung my songs about it, which is on hashtag Paul Gallant 3675. Eddie Howe's heroes, legends of old and new, who are our heroes, and rise to top 3. Now, when I'm singing these songs, here in my heart is a passion. That passion is for all of those players I've just spoke about to grab themselves 10 goals. Yes, it is hard. We're playing the Premier League. It's the hardest league on planet Earth. It is going to be a task, but it is a task for every single one of those players Eddie Howe chooses to play on the pitch. Their challenge is to get goals, and if they do, and our back line, as I've sung in quite a few songs, if our back line creates a brick wall, well, the chances of Newcastle United having a clean sheet increase. And if Newcastle United can finish games in the Premier League with a clean sheet, well, if they do the business at one end of the pitch and our defence do the business at the other end of the pitch, we get 3 points. Now, I mention hashtag goals galore in my songs. I do that because I want Newcastle United to rise to third. I want Newcastle United to put together a run. Now, we beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. We just beat Arsenal. Correct? Now, on Sunday, we play Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. Sadly, I won't be there. And here's the thing, okay? Beating Forest, then taking our passion and our run to the next game. There's 4 games. And if we can continue, we will climb the table. Now, we're all looking forward to January, but we have to get to January first. And my hope is we get to January as a club and we are between 5th and 3rd. If that happens, and those players I mentioned just before there have got 5, 6 goals to their name, well, they have done an awesome job. That means our club will be in a much better position. And the hope is, come January, Eddie Howe will have his targets, who he wants to bring into the club, and we go out and get them. And then we make sure our push is going to be a good push, where the players who we have are claiming to 10 goals each. And between the 1st of January and May, which is 5 months, we can maybe, I'm not saying we're going to, but maybe we can push Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester City for the Premier League title. Think about that. And here's the bonus, yeah? When we play Brentford, I think it is the 17th of December, we beat Brentford in the Carabao Cup quarter final. After a quarter final is a semi. Then it's a chance of going back to Wembley. So there's a lot for our players like Sir Harvey, Joe Linton, Alexander, Miggy, Sean, Sandro, Jacob Murphy. There's a lot for all of these players to take in. Eddie Howe, I believe, will become our first manager to bring home a trophy to Newcastle upon Tyne. And if I'm right, hopefully I can come up to Newcastle and do a live video when I'm there. That's the hope. But at the moment, right now, I am learning computer code in Python, which is level 1. And once I've finished Python, I will start on JavaScript. Once I've completed JavaScript, I will move to the next one, which I believe is SSQ, until I can verify the codes I have. I can pull them into GitHub or Remix IDE, get them verified and get them onto said exchanges and sell. Then we can build. So there's going to be a lot of you who are going to doubt. Yes, there is. However, I'm not one of them. I've been doubted all of my adult life. And when people doubt, I go ahead and I get what I need. I pass each thing. It is hard. Life is hard. Life is very hard. And what you've got to always remember is this: tomorrow is never given. So, this process that I am on with my channel, it continues forward, and the hope is I get what I want, which is the certificates on my course, then verify the codes, and in between getting these certificates, the hope is that Newcastle United as a club are top 3 or higher. Now, like Paul was saying in his video, which I've just watched, if the fans get behind Eddie, anything is possible. I believe myself, honestly, that if the players I mentioned at the beginning of my video, the players who I have sung my songs about, if those players by themselves can get 10 goals, we will climb into the top 3 and we can push for the Premier League title. Imagine that. The Premier League title coming to Newcastle upon Tyne. Wouldn't that be fantastic? But I want, my goal is 3rd. That's what I said, and I'm sticking to it. But if we can do better, so be it. And we got to get past Brentford in the Carabao Cup. The one cup I would dearly love Newcastle United to win is the FA Cup. That would be epic. Now, all I'll say to you is this: give me a like, subscribe, and spread the word. Because between now and January, you're going to see the tests, the exams I am doing on the laptop, so you can follow every step of the process to getting to verify what I've done. Because that's what YouTube is. It is a documentary. And like I say, that picture up there, that one there, and the little cat here they'll change. Where I live will change. But I've got to put the hard work in to make sure that change happens. It's never ever given. And the hope is, once I have verified my codes, then I can turn around and sign into my Universal Credit Journal and cease and thank those at the job centre. That's my mission. Now, like I say, the songs I have wrote with those songs, the plan with those songs is to go into a studio and to do an album with drummer, bass player, keyboards, etc. That's the plan. That's what I set out to. And the reason why is this. Two lads, Liam and Noel, from Manchester. They gave me the inspiration to learn to play guitar. So, there is hope. There is always hope. Once I've passed all my examinations, there is even greater hope. A new form of social media will be born. And no doubt a lot of you will be signing up to that form of social media. And it has something that no other form of social media has. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.